As traders, it's important to understand that we can't become married to our trading ideas, right? Becoming emotionally invested and hanging on too long just because of love or ego or whatever it may be is a big problem that is eventually going to cost us a lot of money. In today's episode of the Trading Coach Podcast, we're going to talk about how to avoid these situations and what you can do/use to keep yourself centered if you ever feel yourself being pulled in that direction. Yesterday we spoke about Euro Yen hovering around the low part of this zone, right? Well, it looks like we are breaking out. It's funny, if you would have asked me this when I did my pre-market this morning, the idea that I had written down was look for a buying opportunity, right? As we came down to this level, we put in this nice candle and we were looking for higher high, higher closes, look for a buying opportunity across the range. That could still be the case. This candle has not closed. We have 5 minutes left now, but completely different scenario, right? And this is the beauty of having rules, having that if-then syntax, right? Something that gets a lot of traders into trouble is that traders get married to their idea, right? Especially, right? So I told you guys the other day, I was talking to the podcast guy about frequency in trading and how like I'll have ideas on the radar for weeks, like literally weeks. We'll be like, hey, I'm looking for longs on this and blah, 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 blah. When you are stalking something for weeks, it is very hard to break out of that mindset. I just finished watching the show called The Lioness. Anyone watch that? It's on Paramount Plus, one of the random streaming things that I have for soccer that I shouldn't have because I'm paying too much money for streaming. And I went to streaming to save money on cable, and now I'm paying more money than cable because I have like 18 streaming services. It's ridiculous. But good show, won't spoil it, but basically you're dealing with like someone that goes deep undercover. And if you ever watch any shows where people go deep undercover, the problem with going deep undercover is you have to assume a role of like this different life. And then at some point you assume that role so well that you become that fake person you are. And then it's hard to kind of snap back. So in this specific show, this person is deep cover, but they have a mission. They have to do a certain thing. And they have to be willing to be this one person. And then when the time comes, transform back to the original person and do the deed. Right? Which is extremely hard to do. There are some difficulties in doing that. And trading is very similar, where we get this idea stuck in our mind and we're so invested in it, right? George is so invested in, I got to get long. I got to get long. I got to get long. This is going to be a great long opportunity. This is going to be a great buying opportunity. And as Orsi said, emotions start getting in as well, right? You start, I mean, you're doing it. You're checking it every day. It becomes like in a sense, like kind of like a kid, like you're babysitting. It's similar situation as if you're babysitting for a long time or dog sitting, and you start forming this emotional attachment to the person that you're with or the thing that you're with. It's hard to get away from it. And to invest all of that time, effort, energy, and in many cases emotions into a single direction, and then all of a sudden have the market change directions, sometimes it's hard to let go. And we see this a lot where people will actually be in trades. The trade will go against them, right? And they start moving that stop loss back because they don't want to deal with the pain of being wrong. It's not even always about the money. It's not about losing money. It's the pain of like, how dare I be wrong? But this is why we need to have that system, that set of rules, that black or white thing that we can use to kind of keep us centered, right? I remember they said that in the movie Inception, right? When they were going through all these different things and they have something that always centers them. For us, that object isn't a spinning wheel or spinning thing that is still under debate whether it stopped spinning or it's still spinning, and whether the world they're in is real or not. But we won't go down that rabbit hole either, because I'll end up watching that movie again 5 times in super slow motion and like taking my protractor out and measuring angles to see if it's decelerating. Not that I did that. not that I did that. Come on now. I paid someone to do it for me. I won't do it myself. But we need something to keep us centered. And for us, it's going to be rules. And those rules are going to be based off of something. So to have something like a setup where this morning you're looking at it and you're like, okay, I am loading up for longs. What do I need for longs? Where are my stops going to be at? Boom. Where is my targets going to be at? Boom. Risk reward is good. Everything is go. Just need the entry signal. Put me in. And then to come back 2 hours later, right? 8 o'clock, 2 hours later, and see that it went the other direction. It's hard to switch off. But when we have these rules around decision points, and we talk about this at decision points all the time. Decision points are key levels of support resistance, key levels of supply and demand that directly relate to our rules on reading a price chart, reading trend, making decisions. We go back to that if-then syntax. If we hold, I'm bullish. And I am bullish, not necessarily trading, but I guess trading too, but mindset. I am bullish until we violate. But the moment we violate, that is a direct signal saying, Akil, do not be bullish. Get out of your bullish trade. Don't think bullish. We are now bearish. And we have to be able to flip that switch. Just like that show, The Lioness, where I told you where they're deep undercover and they got to flip that switch to do the deed. We have to understand we are mercenaries in the market. We cannot get emotionally involved. We are traders. If you're an investor, that's a different story. We are traders. We're not emotionally involved. We can't get invested in a single thing, a single direction. Like, we are here to complete the mission. And our mission is to make money and extract profit from the market. It's to follow our rules. So ultimately, our mission is to extract profit from the market. Let's not BS around it. But in order to do that, it comes from following our process, following our directions, following what our head of command tells us to do. And that's what's going to keep us grounded. That's what's going to keep us safe. That's what's going to keep us out of stinky situations. And ultimately, that's what's going to keep more money in our trading account. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Today's podcast comes from a lesson we did in one of my live trading rooms over at Tier1Trading.com. If you ever want to join, we have a 14-day trial membership. You can sign up, hop into the platform for 14 days, hop in a live room, hop in an accountability session, take some courses, talk with a great community of traders, all with no risk. There's no auto bill or anything like that. Simply, we just want to give you a chance to check out the platform and make sure it's the right fit for you before you make any type of commitment. So check us out, www.tier1trading.com. Again, I recommend starting with the 14-day trial membership, and I'll see you guys there.